Well, when it comes to being at home, comfort is certainly key. Renee is with us with LCS Heating and Cooling, and you have invited us to your beautiful home.
Yes, welcome. This is one of my favorite rooms. I love being in here. It's where I find comfort is right here.
I love it.
So
It is the sunroom. But Renee and I have been talking. I actually brought up my own house because comfort is key. You want this to be a place that you go home and you just relax and enjoy.
Yes.
But I was telling you, my upstairs bedroom is a lot warmer at times, especially at night, than the rest of the house. And I'm not the only one that deals with things like that.
No, we deal with that. We're in the business. It's our most common complaint, comfort complaint that we have is temperature swings or temperature differences throughout the house. The master bedroom or a kid's bedroom is the #1 complaint. And
That's
then
fine.
like a bonus room, something like that can be other people's.
Yeah. And the big thing is what do we need to do?
Well, the good thing is there's a lot of different options.
Okay.
And so there are some options that will actually fix that problem, and then there's some that'll just make it, a little less uncomfortable than what it is. So, in our home, our upstairs compared to the downstairs used to have about an 8 to 9 degree temperature swing.
Oh, wow.
It was huge.
Oh, that's
you'd
big.
walk up the stairs and you could just feel the heat weighing on you, right? And so now it's got about a 2 to 3 degree temperature swing. So our home, zoning would be a nice fix for it, but our home can't easily be zoned, and so we went with a solar-powered attic fan option.
Okay, so that's sort of a DIY thing, perhaps?
It's not really DIY, but it's not really, it's not a fix because it's not actually installing like the upstairs where it would have its own thermostat. Okay, so a solar-powered attic fan actually removes heat from your attic. Okay, so you don't need to have a 2-story house even to have it. It's just a floor below.
Okay.
And so, I don't know if you know how hot it can get in an attic on a warm summer day.
Yes, it can.
So 150 degrees or more. I mean, it can get really, really warm. Well, with a solar-powered attic fan, you could have 20, 30, 40 degrees of heat removed from the attic. Well, that lessens that heat load on the floor below, and then it's easier to cool that area. And so we have that solar-powered attic fan installed, and there's a little controller so that it shows what the temperature is in the attic, what the humidity level is in the attic, and then it really brought that temperature difference down to where it's much more tolerable.
Does it save money?
It does save money because your system's not running as much to keep the air conditioner going, and then it's not really helping, right? It's more of a comfort issue though. Now, where the solar-powered attic fan does come in is when you remove some of that heat from the attic, it actually increases the life of your roof decking and your shingles. So for us, our focus is on comfort, but that's just a little added bonus when you take that heat out of the attic.
Sure.
Okay.
What are some other trouble spots or things that you get people calling about? Like, okay, I can't enjoy my home because this is what's happening.
Yes, well, let's take like a sunroom like this, right? So in this space, it was basically, well, I wouldn't even call it a sunroom. It was like a 2 seasons room for 4 weeks of the year.
Yeah.
So we could use it, I felt like, for like 2 weeks in the spring and 2 weeks in the fall because it was always so hot or so cold.
And that is not enough.
It's not enough.
No.
It's a nice space, right? So here we were looking at a mini split for the home, so a ductless mini split.
A mini split, what's that?
Yes, so it's its own unit. So you're used to seeing like an air conditioner outside. Well, a mini split actually sits outside as well, but then it has an indoor unit. It doesn't require ductwork like our actual furnace and air conditioner does, but it actually has its own thermostat, its own little unit, so it provides heating or cooling, or you can get them to where it's cooling only for that space. So these can be great solutions for a room like this, or a master bedroom that's large, a bonus room, maybe a room that's above a garage that may not be insulated super well. That's something to consider, and that's a true fix because we're actually able to control the temperature completely in these spaces with a mini split.
Here's the tricky part, and I know a lot of people may be watching at home thinking, I bet there are a lot of different options. I just don't know where to begin, or I don't know what would be good for my room. But again, that's where you guys come in, just give you a call.
It totally is. There's no charge for that consultation. And so there are other things like there's thermostats that average temperatures throughout the house. There's zoning that splits your home up into different zones. And then there's the mini splits, there's a solar powered attic fan. So it really depends on your home's design and what your budget looks like. A solar powered attic fan, you don't have the upfront investment that you do with a mini split. Okay, so there's different realms of that. And then how long are you gonna stay in your home? Are you looking at staying in your home for another couple of years, or are you looking at staying there for 10 plus years? Right. That's gonna really make a difference in what decision you make.
And so many good questions to ask for sure. Thank you so much
for
having us out here and answering all of our questions. Again, if you'd like to learn more, you can get a hold of her. All the details on lifestylelive.tv. Thanks, Renee.
Absolutely.